Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to EduTalk. I'm your host today, Dave. Today I would like to talk about a very hot and controversial topic of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. But before that, please subscribe to my channel and activate the notification bell. This will give me great motivation to advance on this journey. Let's begin. So what is Bitcoin? It is the first cryptocurrency which is a blending of two words, cryptography and currency. Anyone who tracks and invests in Bitcoins knows that Bitcoin's recent trend is on the rise. It even went up to 40,000 USD at its highest point. So if Bitcoin is a company, it is bigger than Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway with its 600 billion valuation. It only took 11 years for Bitcoin to grow from 0 to 600 billion. This growth rate is far better than Tesla, which is also very hot now. This is surely an unbeatable achievement. So Bitcoin can be called the biggest financial revolution of the 21st century. We usually use currency issued by the local government. For example, we use ringgit when we live in Malaysia. We use dollars if we are living in the US. But it will be very troublesome if you want to use USD to buy things in Malaysia, right? And it also involves exchange rate differences, charges. But if we have a unified currency that is accepted by all countries, just like euros, which is commonly throughout the Europe, then the issue is solved, right? But here's a problem. For any country, one of the most important rights, it is a right to issue currency. The emergence of a unified currency makes any country loses its power. So no country can accept this. Although many countries do not accept the legitimacy of Bitcoin as a currency, but they are accepting its commercial status, which is you can trade Bitcoin as a product, but you can't use it to buy things. To know Bitcoins better, you must understand a few things. First, who invented Bitcoin? Bitcoin was first mentioned on October 31st, 2008 at a well-known cryptography academic forum in the US. There's a person named Satoshi Nakamoto posted a research paper. The topic of the paper is Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic money system. Because this paper described a perfect, very sophisticated currency system, it attracted a lot of attention after it was presented. There's no issuing bank in this currency system. This is different from all our currencies so far. So many top system engineers around the globe at the time started to build this system according to the paper. This paper is well written and detailed. So in just 2 months, the system was completed. Then Bitcoin began to officially operate in January 2009. So the first batch of Bitcoins generated is transferred to Satoshi Nakamoto's account. But frankly, who is this Satoshi Nakamoto? Actually, no one knows him until even today. He may be a person or a group, and it could also be just an artificial intelligence system. Whoever he is, Satoshi Nakamoto must be a genius or a group of geniuses. So how rich is Satoshi Nakamoto now? Nakamoto owns about 1 million Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now worth 34,000 USD each, and the total value is a whopping 34 billion US dollars. But the irony is, he hasn't used up even a single Bitcoin until today. So he's now one of the top 100 richest person in the world. Actually, Bitcoins was completely worthless when it first appeared. Someone bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. Converting to the latest exchange rate, it is cost 155 million a pizza. The person who bought it should regret to death. Second, how did Bitcoin being generated? In fact, this is one of the most interesting questions about Bitcoin. All cryptocurrency is harvested by solving complex algorithmic problems. In layman terms, you get a powerful computer to do very difficult mathematical calculations, and you are given a small amount of Bitcoin as a reward. Actually, we all know that the old gold coins and silver coins were all dug out through mining. Bitcoin is also mined through the mining field. It is just that this mine is virtual. The Bitcoin system is the minefield we are talking about. All we need to do is to install a mining software on a computer and let this software keep working. If you mine Bitcoin in the system every day, and we'll then see our Bitcoin accounts increasing bit by bit every day. Maybe everyone will think that it's very simple, we can make money as long as we keep the computer on, right? Actually, it's not that simple. In fact, there are 3 important factors whether Bitcoin mining can make money. First, the speed at which the mine produces Bitcoins. Second, is the speed of the computer itself. And third, how many people are competing with you. The number of Bitcoins produced is actually fixed, and the number is decided when the time the program is written, which is 21 million pieces. This is to ensure scarcity of Bitcoin. Just like the other currencies in circulation on the market, so many believes that Bitcoin's 21 million limit was randomly set when Nakamoto made 2 key decisions, which is Bitcoin should add new blocks to its blockchain every 10 minutes, and the reward paid to miners halves every 4 years, which means it will be faster at first, then it will be slower and getting slower. So now Bitcoin system has been running for 10 years, and most Bitcoins are already out. 18.4 million Bitcoins have been mined. There are only 2.6 million pieces left to be mined. Because of the system setting, it will take about 120 years to exhaust the remaining. And now, there are just too many miners now. So if everyone rushing to mine Bitcoins, there's nothing much left to be mined. And the mining process consumes a lot of electricity. Its power consumption is different from our ordinary computer. It's just like an oversized air conditioner in operation. So if you use a mining machine to dig, the outcome will not be great. The mining machine I was talking about is a computer dedicated to mine Bitcoins. A mining machine costs around 2,000 to 3,000 USD each. You used to be able to mine 1 Bitcoin a year. So if you have 10 mining machines, you can recover your ROI in about 4 months. But it is not happening now, so the easiest way to collect Bitcoin is to buy it from open market. Okay, let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of Bitcoin. The first advantage, constant value. Because it has a fixed volume of 21 million and there are no more Bitcoins in reserve. And also because it is not a currency issued by any country, so its values will not be affected by countries or international issues. In fact, currency is easier to depreciate compared to Bitcoin. If a country prints a lot of new notes, the currency of that country will depreciate. So everyone must be very careful about this. The second advantage of Bitcoin is it is safe. In fact, many people don't know that cryptocurrency is safer than our banknote in hand. Banknote can be stolen or robbed, but cryptocurrency will not. It is just a bunch of encrypted numbers stored on the network. Only personal password can unlock this number. However, if we forget the password or we transfer the money accidentally, the money is lost. It will never be able to recover. And recently, it was rumored that an engineer had forgotten password of his account with 7,000 Bitcoin, and that is equivalent to 210 million US dollar. If his account is locked, he won't be able to recover his money anymore. So we must be very careful while being safe. And the third advantage, low handling fees. Bitcoin transactions or transfers do not require handling fees. This is different from a bank. Bank transfer will charge you every time you need a transfer. If it is an international transfer, the fees is even higher. Not only bank has a transfer limit, you have to pay for expensive exchange rate as well, and it's really not worth it. But there's no such problem if you use Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. The government can't control the transfer limit as well. In fact, this is what the governments are worried about. If the government can't control money, they can't control people either. And this is why the government of so many countries do not recognize the legality of cryptocurrencies. Because of the acceptance and penetration of cryptocurrency are getting higher and higher, it has directly or indirectly threatened the status of legal currencies. So in 2018, the International Monetary Fund issued an important statement. It warned all central banks of countries that they must issue their own virtual currency to counter the growing popularity of Bitcoin. Otherwise, it will be replaced by Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies sooner or later. In fact, when everyone no longer trusts the banks, it will affect the country's financial system seriously. And worse still, it may cause stock market to crash and depression coming. So we must not take it lightly. So are there any disadvantages to Bitcoin? In fact, the answer is yes, and it's very obvious. First, Bitcoin is unregulated and highly volatile. Unlike money that's controlled by a central bank, the value of Bitcoin is not backed by anything. Its value is purely determined by people believing it has a value, and therefore using real-world money to buy it. And because of this, its price is extremely volatile. Bitcoin prices can drop very quickly and reach very low prices. Because the use of Bitcoin itself is unregulated, it's easy to be abused for illegal activities. Because it is not regulated and cannot be tracked, so criminal organizations like to use it for money laundering and leaving you legally unprotected should anything goes wrong. The second disadvantage, Bitcoin transactions are irreversible. It means that once the transaction is done, it is impossible to recover it unless the other party is willing to transfer it back to you again. So if the password is stolen by a hacker and your Bitcoin is transferred away, you can't get the money back again. It's no use even if you call the police. So really have to be very careful. Third, it's easy to forget your account ID and password. The bank can reset your password through ID verification, but it doesn't happen with Bitcoin. It only has one password and you have to remember it for life. Because once you forget a password, your money is gone. It's like the 7,000 Bitcoin account that I mentioned earlier. $210 million just like that. The fourth disadvantage and the biggest problem of Bitcoin is that the system can be duplicated. And because the entire Bitcoin system is open source, so anyone can create their own virtual currency. Since the inception of Bitcoin, there are more than 5,000 virtual currency has been created. And these manifolds of the legal currency of all countries and regions add together. So the competition between virtual currencies is also very great. It is hard to predict who will win the race at the end of the day. While this video does not advocate or recommend Bitcoin investment, in fact, I do not own Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency as of today. So please do your due diligence if you decided to invest. Anyway, if you are really interested to invest after evaluating the pros and cons, right, please ensure you invest through a reliable platform. Well, there are three ways to buy Bitcoin legally in Malaysia. They are namely licensed cryptocurrency exchanges, peer-to-peer platform, and Bitcoin's ATMs. First, licensed cryptocurrency exchanges. This is a recommended way to buy Bitcoin in Malaysia. Cryptocurrency exchanges, also known as digital asset exchanges, DAX, are platforms where you can trade your Malaysian ringgit into cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency exchanges in Malaysia are licensed and regulated by the Securities Commission of Malaysia. So cryptocurrency exchanges in Malaysia are allowed by SC to trade only Bitcoins, Ethereum, and XRP for now. Do note that at the time of January 2021, only Luno, Synergy, and Tokenize have fully complied with SC requirements and has received SC full approval to commence operations. Second, peer-to-peer marketplace. For those who wish to buy Bitcoin with individual sellers directly rather than through an exchange, similar platforms are currently available. These platforms generally have a review and scoring system for users to review, so you can see the feedback given to buyers or sellers prior to trading. Additionally, this platform also offers escrow services which protects both buyers and sellers. Do be careful when using peer-to-peer platforms. When buying cryptocurrency, as there are higher incidences of fraud involved, also with the launch of the regulated digital asset exchange in Malaysia, the following methods are no longer recommended. So examples of P2P platforms are localbitcoins.com, Remitano, Binance P2P. Third, cryptocurrency ATM. Bitcoin's ATM is a machine which allows you to buy and sell Bitcoins with cash. Unlike cryptocurrency exchanges that require to verify your identity, Bitcoin's ATM do not require any verification processes, which also means that your transaction can be carried out quickly. The major drawbacks of these machines would be its limited availability and high transaction fees charged. In Malaysia, there are 9 Bitcoins ATM located in Kuala Lumpur, Langkawi, Nilai, Ipoh, Penang, and Sungai Petani. Some ATM charge a high fee up to 10% and thus may not be suitable for larger transactions. Okay, today I'm going to introduce you a brand new cryptocurrency transfer service platform called Nextpay. Nextpay is actually a financial technology company founded by Malaysians. It has completed more than 20 billion transfers since its launch, and furthermore, the platform can support more than 150 countries and more than 20 cryptocurrencies in the world. So what are the benefits of using Nextpay compared with other fintech platforms? First, you can make a transaction using phone number. Generally, virtual currency transfers are done with a valid email address, but you can use phone number to trade with Nextpay. Second, it can be exchanged for USD and any virtual currency instantly. You can trade without changing the platform, which is very convenient. Third, you can purchase virtual currency through Binance credit card. It means that you can invest without cash. No need to go through the bank to transfer money first. And fourth, it's easier to cash out, and there's someone online to serve you 24 hours a day. So if you are thinking about learning to invest in Bitcoin, you must choose Nextpay. The good news is that if you choose to join now, you will get 10 USD in cash. So hesitate no more. Log into the link in the description panel to join Nextpay today. Alright, that's all about my sharing about Bitcoin today, and thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like and share this video if you have learned something today, and please subscribe to my channel and activate the notification bell if you have not done so. I'm your host Dave, and you're watching EduTalk, your education channel in 10 minutes. Bye!